We're going to be doing another round of our hero tournament, which means we're going to be doing the losers round 3 bracket, BeardBroken versus Yanbetari. Starting right now, we've got BeardBroken on Quinn, Yanbetari on Curiox, and we're going to go ahead and watch from BeardBroken side. They're in the match already, so we're jumping on in right now. And for the people that don't know, all of the rules of this are up in the Discord. It's our hero tournament. Basically, it is a singleton tournament where you can have one of any kind of card, and only one. You're not allowed to have 4 of any copies. The one exception being your hero, which has to be the same colors as the rest of your deck. So we've got Quinn, so Fire, Justice, Primal. And on the other side, we have Yanbetari playing Curiox on Elysian. Let's just make sure that Yanbetari knows as well. Oh, that. I didn't mean to do that. We might be watching from Yanbetari's side. Alright, I'll just do that. That's fine. Alright, we're still good. So nice start. Oh man, a nice start from Yanbetari. We've seen in this tournament so far, one of the through lines that has been really, really, really good is any flyers. Flyers have been despicable. And starting with an Acquisitive Crow is going to be huge.
Another round in the chamber.
So Bullet Shaper is a nice start for BeardBroken. It does fix some of the mana issues that we saw in their opening hand. And they did have that cargo, so they were able to get some fixing there too. But yeah, that Acquisitive Crow, if BeardBroken doesn't have an answer to it right now, it's gonna be nasty. Especially following it up with an 8 Conviction, kill the Bullet Shaper, make a dragon. Flyers have been very tough to deal with for people. Flyers and Aegis seem to be the big bad of this tournament so far. BeardBroken's got all 3 colors. And they do have a fair bit of removal. If they've drawn something like a... Especially, we've seen Valkyrie Enforcer be really good. Oh, no. Oh, nice. Okay, so BeardBroken's going on the line of... They don't have an answer to the Crow right now. So they're going to discard the Finest Hour, ramp a little bit, and immediately get a shield online so they're able to just stop the beats for now, try and find another card that can deal with it, and get some hits in. I like that play a lot. It's a stalling tactic, but it's a necessary one. And it might allow BeardBroken to just race this, too. It does mean that Yanbetari no longer has, like... the ability to Jotun Feast Caller and just Savagery or something is a lot less when it's just a 4-5 Endurance on the board. We'll see if BeardBroken has anything else, though. Okay, so Depleted Power, and then a Red Canyon Smuggler. Pretty good. Another thing that, lucky for BeardBroken has no idea. Like, they're not playing around this. But it's very good luck for them in that Yanbetari can go Jotun Feast Caller and then Savagery. And both of these aren't really great targets for that, because it's just a trade, or not even a trade, for Yanbetari right now. However, yeah, this is why you can't let... Oh my god. This is why you cannot let this bird hit. This is why that bird can't hit you, because that's despicable. Dark Return Torch are very good hits. I feel like you probably still just innate Conviction here, maybe. Or you can go Linrai Evangel Torch. Something like that. You want to get rid of the Smuggler for sure. And I mean, Yanbetari's still in trouble, but that's because they haven't drawn power. The actual bird has given them insane gas here. Like, that's super gross. Those 2 hits are exceptionally strong. One of the best recursion spells, which are also just very good in general, especially in this format where you can only have one of a thing, and then one of the best removal spells in the game. Cool. Just for free. Yanbetari deep in the tank on this one. And I can understand. There's a lot of things that you could do here. Like, Torgov technically stabilizes you. That's not necessarily something that's out of the question. I think that it's a lot safer not to Torgov because we did see BeardBroken go to the market, right? Like, you've got to assume that something's happening. Yeah, so Yanbetari went for the Linrai Evangel torch line that I was thinking could be one of the better ones. I thought maybe an 8 Conviction just because it uses all of the power. But either one isn't... They're not perfect. They both have pluses and minuses of them. It's nice to have a chump blocker out here with the Linrai Evangel. Just something that you can do. And, man, Yanbetari is taking a beating here. 10 life down on BeardBroken so far.
Adventure is everywhere.
And yeah, if BeardBroken's able to just keep slamming units like this, and especially while Yanbetari's missing, it's going to be a big problem. I imagine that now you just try and get Torgov down and hope that there's not a lot of removal left on BeardBroken's side. Spiteful Strike is very good. Yanbetari just needs power to get all these cards out. If they can play power into power, like Jotun Feastcaller and then Savagery Spiteful Strike is really, really nasty. But they need to have the power. I feel like it has to be the Torgov. No, just gonna go ahead and kill the Varret. And maybe that works out better. It's very possible that BeardBroken still has, like, a Vanquish in hand or a Garden of Omens. Yeah, that one's pretty nasty. Ice Bolt getting that. In some ways, Yanbetari's kind of doing, like, a fist pump on this one, I would think, because they've been really stuck on those power cards. And if they draw power now, it could be a Feast Caller into Savagery. Well, okay. But still, even now, I mean... All Heed stabilizes? That seems like the play you go for. You could maybe Torgov and hold up Spiteful Strike, or Savagery Torgov, but I don't really like Savagery Torgov, because it doesn't kill the 4-5. That's the big problem, currently. My line here, I think, the play that I would like to see is probably just All Heed. Oh. Buying back Acquisitive Crow. Buying back and playing the Crow. I'm not sure I'm fully down on that one. Because it does mean that you're still in a lot of trouble here from pressure. You can double block the 4-5? Are they planning on taking another hit from it? Like, BeardBroken gets to get any spell they want here off the top. If they've got something like a torch, you can't take many hits from this. That definitely worries me. There's a lot of things that BeardBroken can go for here. We also did hear that sound when BeardBroken hit 5 that showed a card transforming. So they probably have a Shugo standard to give Overwhelm. Or something similar. Like, they played Crown Watch standards, so they can have a second one. But they could definitely have Shugo. They could have Shugo tactics. It might just be clan tactics, but... Yeah, now you're absolutely priced into the double block. No question. Well, that does stop it. Emblem of Shavka comes down. Makes an Overwhelm. Beard gets whatever spell they want next turn, which could be a lot of different things. And I kind of want to see, with Lifesteal Quick Draw, I think Jotun... Yeah, Jotun, Savagery, Spiteful Strike. Okay. That's what I want to see. No Strike? Oh, Yeah, I don't know about that one. I really, really wanted to see the Strike. Just to gain as much life and put some distance here. I know that it can be used now, and it still has Overwhelm. This might end up a lot better. I just worry that we know that BeardBroken almost certainly has a trick. I'd have wanted to at least have played the power, so if there was a trick that happened, you could do something. I guess that they didn't respond at all to that, so... Yeah, I wanted to gain life on one of those swings. Because sitting here at 9, with any spell that BeardBroken wanted on top, and a 2-2 attacking you, That could be very bad. Yanbetari going down to 5. Didn't die, so I mean they've now got... And Cobalt Wastestone stops any kind of burn to the face. Spiteful Strike gains life. This might be enough. Oh my god. These lines have scared the hell out of me, but they're paying off really well for Yan. Now, I was gonna say we have to see an All-Heed. Like, I feel like we have to have something like that come down. You need the protection. Yes, okay. I'm liking Yanbetari's position now. Jotun Fee Scholar is just taking over this board. I don't know what BeardBroken got, but I don't think they imagined things would go this far south this fast. So they might have just tried to get something that would put some additional pressure in. And at this point, there's not a lot of spells that do enough to get through here. Okay, so if it's like a Shugo Tactics, and they block only with this, it's not enough. Yeah, I like this double block from Yanbetari. There we go. It was Shugo Tactic. And Display of Honor. Oh no, the top deck! Oh, that's exactly enough! Oh. Wow, and the lifesteal not happening. The lifesteal not happening made the difference. I liked that little bit of extra padding, and it managed to be a big, big difference. Really close game, though. That top deck Display of Honor was gross. Oof. One or the other of them was top deck, and I'm 99.999% certain it would have been the display. Oh, what a move. What a powerful move to come in on. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, that was gross. That lifesteal, though, that little bit of lifesteal would have made the difference. It would have made all the difference there. Alright, but we're going to watch another round. We're going to see, this time from BeardBroken's side, as they play Quinn versus Curiox. This is on the bubble, so if BeardBroken loses this, BeardBroken is out of the tournament. We're now in losers brackets. This does mean that if Beard loses this, it's over for them. The tournament is done. I'll let BeardBroken know that they're good to go here. Looks like they're taking a moment. Vargo's a pretty good one to have to just pledge away, I think. I mean, you have 3 power in hand, but we know that BeardBroken is on Quinn. Quinn needs double fire, double primal, and double justice. With that in mind, I think that you pretty desperately need to pledge away the... Alright. I think that you need to pledge away the Vargo, but fair enough. BeardBroken's going to take the risk. Hope they just draw the power cards. I liked being a little bit safer there. When you've got merchants, like, you know that flood's not really a problem because you're going to be able to go into your market and find what you need. And I'd be a little bit more worried about just making sure that I had enough power. I guess, with the way that BeardBroken did things, though, BeardBroken was smart, and they put a token in their market. So they can now trade away probably, like, Ornate Katana and get that token, which is... I would think that's the right play here. And thinking Howling Peak... Okay. And I would just get rid of the Ornate Katana and go for the token. Yep. So good move there. I'd forgotten that BeardBroken had put a token in the market, and it makes it a little bit more palatable to not pledge away the Vargo. It makes a lot more sense to do it that way. Okay, Kozen's a really good top deck. I like Kozen here a lot. That can do a ton of work, especially with Display of Honor and all the other pump spells. I think that you're just stuck leaving behind the Merchant for now and just waiting. I wouldn't want to just display of Honor the Merchant. That just doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Like, you might get a unit here. You'll trade with Temple Scribe, but that's not worth it, really. BeardBroken really just probably spending some time thinking about what they actually have for double cost cards. And deciding they need more double cost primal than anything else.
Gather round,
Ooh. Yeah, Bizarre Trickster is... That card's a pain in the ass. Now I think you might just attack... Yeah, attack with Kozin. See where the blocks go. If there's no blocks, you might not display. If there are blocks, then you can either display or Ice Bolt. Like, if there's a triple block here, I'd say it's a pretty easy display. Oh. BeardBroken doesn't care about blocks at all. I like getting rid of the Bizarre Trader, because that card is... Or Trickster. Bizarre Trickster is an incredible pain in the ass. That being said, I mean, next turn, what's Yan gonna do? Silence one of these... The Kozin doesn't matter as much anymore, the Dragon's still a 4-4, and it uses the whole turn, and then you still have Treasure Trove and Ice Bolt to deal with it next turn. So, a fine way to pick things up afterwards. So BeardBroken might be correct on that one. Now I'd like to see that Bizarre Trickster get it the hell out of the way. That's a card I don't want to leave on the board for too long. Yeah. BeardBroken just wants to see what's going to happen first, because there's something up. No Trickster happened. No other plays happened. There has to be something. And then I think you just let this resolve. You lose the 4, but it's not that big of a deal. You're not under any pressure. You've got a nice 1-5 wall here. Alright, well, Vargo's coming down. BeardBroken is not afraid at all of Bizarre Trickster. I'm just waiting for that card to become an incredible pain in a minute or two. Ooh. We've got to see it soon, right? I need this dead. This needs to die, I feel like. And it's got to die quick. I like the lead out with the Treasure Trove first, because then you get to see if your opponent has any spells that are fast. Bolt? Just with the Merchant. No Vargo. See, like the Vargo there to maybe bait something, too. Man, Beard is not afraid of it at all. Not afraid of it at all. Just gonna let that Trickster silence anything it feels like. They're just confident that their units are big enough that it doesn't matter. And they might be right. They might be right. I have a hate-on for that card, and I don't want to deal with it. I would get rid of it right away. Just enjoying the show. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, BeardBroken's line has seemed good. They're not in any real trouble. The Bizarre Trickster hasn't actually done anything yet. I just worry that there's a lot of things that getting silenced would be very obnoxious, like any of the flying stuff, Quinn not being able to come back, Vargo just dying to everything again. All of those kinds of things become pretty problematic. Oh boy, an original flavor Aurelian Merchant, courtesy of our living example, the 1-4. Yanbetari getting to the market. Alright, I like this. Recano Banner is good. That allows Quinn to actually come down. Are we going to see Quinn, or are we going to see, like, some version of Ice Bolt or Garden of Omens? Like, something that could certainly happen is Goad and Ice Bolt, or just Skycrag Scalebreaker. I think I like... Knowing that you have the Garden of Omens, you can kill the next thing. I was going to say, I kind of like Scalebreaker Ice Bolt. Start setting things up. And just going to melt down the attachment. I like that. Stopping all of the massive board position that we saw from Yan. And BeardBroken just throwing Vargo into the fray here. It could have traded. This one is interesting. BeardBroken's just going for it. They've got the Ice Bolt held up, so they're in good position. I'd forgot about the Garden of Omens making things cheaper for a second. So yeah, that play from Vargo makes way more sense. I hadn't been thinking. Yeah, just hit the site. Very good. Definitely worth trading away something. You can see the Yanbetari values Bizarre Trickster over Living Example, so it shows where they think the problems are going to come from. And now BeardBroken doesn't have an answer to it, and this is the thing that I was a little bit worried about, because we're at a point where Yanbetari can just start silencing things every single turn and making all of these units so much more worthless. Like,
I'll forge my own path.
Quinn's still gonna be large. That's the advantage, is that at least BeardBroken has a lot of very big things. But at the same time, flyers are a no-go. Yanbetari has a no-fly zone right now. And almost certainly has the power to use it. I think BeardBroken's line probably ended up better than mine did. Well, there you go. You don't need to use the Bizarre Trickster when you can just get all of it at once. That being said, Yanbetari 13, and Quinn and Vargo are still just quite large. Chunk Chunk is a very good top deck too. Yeah. Stop the Bizarre Trickster, because you'd rather them lose the power and block with that. And I think that's correct at this point for sure.
In my sights.
And you just get to play a post-combat Scale Breaker. I think that you should have attacked the 1-5 as well. Just chip in that little bit of extra damage. You're not worried at all about damage coming back to you. Yeah, Yanbetari has to have something incredibly strong to get out of this. There's very little in the game that can even do it. If Yanbetari, like, one of the ways is something like play a power, decimate Soul's Rest, but they don't even have Soul's Rest in their deck. I'm 99.999% certain. I'd have to double check the list. I do have it here, but I don't think that that's actually a thing they have. Good game. We are now at 1-1. Whoever loses the next one is out of the tournament entirely. Just out of curiosity. So this is the list. I'm going to link it in chat right now for Yanbetari's. And we're going to watch Yanbetari's side of things again. And they do not, in fact, have a Soul's Rest. So there's nothing like that. Wingbreaker, Curiox are kind of the top end. Quicksilver Mirror and Passage in the market. Oh, Beard won both games. Oh my god. We're not going to a third game. Yeah. Oh my goodness. For some reason, my brain said that Beard had lost the first game. But that top deck... Right, it was the top deck that got it the first time. Alright, yeah, top deck... I'd forgotten about the top deck display of honors. So yeah, it's a 2-0 for BeardBroken. That was a really, really strong move, and I'd forgotten about that entirely. So BeardBroken had actually pulled it out at the last second, and for some reason my brain is just not firing on all cylinders. BeardBroken advances. Yanbetari, congratulations, thank you for playing in it. You made it quite a ways in, but unfortunately, Yanbetari is eliminated from our tournament. We still have a semifinals between Epic and Hulb, and we still obviously have a bunch of the losers bracket to do. We're going to have Fish Spider versus Psyduck, Alessia then versus the winner of that, and then we're going to be able to get to our losers semis after we go through all of those. And yeah, really strong one.